Hey everybody, and welcome to Long Story Short with Uncle Jeff. Today we are going to continue in the exciting story of the Gatewatch. It's time for Aether Revolt. We're going to hear all about Chandra and Nissa and Jace and Gideon and Chandra and Liliana and Rashmi and Seeli and Pia and Chandra and Miss Bashiri and Yeheni and Chandra and Yanjani and Gonti and Depala and Tezra and Dovan and Baral and Campbell and Sram and Karizev and Rishkar. Wait, not Rishkar. Anyways, it's been almost a month since the events of Kaladesh story. That crazy consulate crackdown is in hardcore effect. Yeheni is walking the streets of the city looking for a party. That's probably confusing. Let me explain. You see, Yeheni is an Aetherborn, and Aetherborn are a byproduct of the crazy amount of Aether that flows through Kaladesh. Aetherborn only live for about 4 years, and they always know exactly how long they have until they explode in a giant puff of aethery smoke. A few Aetherborn have a special ability to suck the life out of someone to extend their own. Yeheni has one of those special someones, but Yeheni has always refused to use this power, as Yeheni does not want to be a merciless murderer. Rich Aetherborn, like our dear friend Yeheni, plan a party for the day of their certain demise and go out in as much style as possible. This is called a penultimate party, and Yeheni had a killer one lined up until the consulate started their extreme curfew. Now it is Yeheni's final 15 minutes of existence, and all Yeheni wants to do is find someone to chill with as Yeheni dissipates into a murky mist. Yeheni stumbles around the corner, and lo and behold, Yeheni sees Yeheni's caterer in the streets and goes to speak to him. But just as Yeheni does, a guard shows up and zaps the caterer before trying to interrogate Yeheni. Yeheni strikes back and drains the guard, gaining a few days. Yeheni is angry that the consulate would be so cruel to Yeheni's caterer, so Yeheni wants to fight the consulate and live longer. Yeheni goes to Gonti, because Gonti is a black market dude, and he's super good at knowing all sorts of information about people, and Gonti tells him all about where the renegades are, and Yeheni goes to the hero's hideout and joins them. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Rashmi is working hard in the consulate workshop, which is this crazy tall tower. She has been there pretty much 24/7 since winning the Inventors Fair. Tezzeret readily shows up to yell at the inventors about how slow their progress is and how much they suck. Rashmi isn't too psyched about this, but her invention is literally everything to her, so she doesn't give up. But one day, Tezzeret shows up, and he's super angry about the lack of progress. And Rashmi's all like, hey, if I'm gonna complete your deadline, I need triple the Aether. And Tezzeret's like, fine, I'll get you triple the Aether. And Rashmi's like, wait, you can do that? And Tezzeret's like, yes, I can do that. And then Tezzeret tells Rashmi that he's gonna have her killed, but if she completes the device, now known as the Planar Bridge, within the time limit, he might consider sparing her. And Rashmi's like, crap, this dude straight up is the worst. I need to quit. But quitting is kind of hard when your boss is a crazy homicidal cyborg. So Rashmi sets up a demonstration for the Planar Bridge, and while Tezzeret is focused on that, she grabs the rope and moves near the window. And what Tezzeret doesn't realize is that Rashmi has programmed the Planar Bridge to teleport the demonstration stuff right into the middle of the window, which it does. So the window is smashed, and Rashmi immediately makes a James Bond-style escape. She makes it to the ground and starts running, but the consulate has stopped her after her. And Seeli shows up with her pet Felidar and kicks everyone's butts. Oh wait, no, never mind, they banned that combo. So Seeli shows up with one of her constructs and rescues Rashmi. And Rashmi's all like, this is a disaster, that Planar Bridge is only gonna bring trouble. And Seeli's like, yeah, probably. And Rashmi's like, wait a minute, you knew that, Seeli. And Seeli's like, yeah, well, whatever, maybe. Anyway, welcome to the rebellion, yay! So anyways, Pia and Chandra go to a secret courtyard where they find a bunch of peeps who are angry because they lost all their stuff. And Pia's like, let's inspire these people, Chandra. And Chandra's like, I can't do that. And Pia's like, do it anyways. So Chandra's like, yo everybody, the consulate straight up sucks. We should fight those fools. And the peeps are all like, yeah, we agree, but they took all of our stuff, so we can't fight them. And then Gonti shows up and is all like, I have black market weapons. And everyone's like, yeah, black market weapons. So the rebellion starts. And then there's this guy Sram at the Aether Hub. And he's at the Aether Hub because he's the Aether Hub guy. And then Campbell shows up and is all like, yo, I'm the consulate of allocation. And Campbell's like, triple the Aether to the tower. And Sram's like, whoa, no, we can't do that. That's a bad idea. I would have to shut down like half the city to do that. And Campbell's like, suck it, dwarfo. And Sram's like, fine. And then all the Aether pipes blow up because the renegades are attacking. And Peter shows up and is all like, this place is ours. And Sram's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Meanwhile, back at the other ranch, Rashmi is working on a skyship that Kieran Nalar designed, and the renegades return from their attack, and they're all like, we got that sweet Aether, power to the people! So Rashmi has all the power she needs to finish the ship. Rashmi's all like, we should call the ship the Heart of Kieran, because Kieran is dead, and also he designed it. And the renegades are like, yeah, let's take the ship and attack the consulate tower so that we can kill Tezzeret and destroy the Planar Bridge. Meanwhile, aboard Sky Sovereign, Dovan and Tezzeret are talking, and Tezzeret's like, yo, everything is bad, it's all your fault. And while at the same time, it's also other people's faults, but it's not my fault. And Dovan's like, yo, that's cute, but we need a plan. Let's take back the Aether Hub. And Tezzeret's like, sure, that's a great idea, let's send everybody. And Dovan's like, wait, no, they're prepared for us, we need to lure them away. And then Tezzeret's all like, sure, but how? And Dovan's all like, yo, that Beryl guy, we can get him to do it. The Nalars hate him. And Tezzeret's like, sure, that's a good idea. So Beryl goes down to the Aether Hub and is all like, Chandra, you suck. And Chandra's all like, hey, I don't suck, you suck. But actually, Chandra is concerned because Chandra isn't sure whether or not she sucks. So Chandra gets angry and follows Beryl out into the streets, and Gideon's all like, no, come back, this is obviously an ambush. And this is like, good point. And then she also leaves to go walk into the exact same ambush. And Gideon's like, guys, what you doing? Guys, stop. But then the hub gets attacked by a bunch of Gear Hulks, so Gideon has to go deal with that. And Burrell leads Chandra down an alley and prepares an ambush for her, but then Nissa surrounds it with vines, so Burrell has to send his guards to go deal with Nissa. So Chandra and Burrell fight one-on-one. And Chandra's really good at burning stuff, but Burrell is really good at making things not be burning. And Doan shows up right in Thopter and is all like, yo, Beryl, the diversion worked, we got the hub, you can go now. But Beryl's like, no, because I hate this girl, I want to make her not alive. And Doan's like, why am I surrounded by crazy people? Anyway, Beryl keeps telling Chandra that she sucks. At this point, Chandra's thinking, hey, maybe I do suck, because Chandra's really insecure. But then Nissa shows up again and is all like, yo, no, Chandra, you don't suck. And Chandra's like, oh, hey, that's a good point. Anyway, Burrell's about to kill Chandra, and Nissa can't do anything to stop him. And Burrell's all like, I'm gonna kill you like I just killed your dad. And then Doan's like, wait, what? Your report said that Kieran's death was an accident. You can't just murder people. That's like a crime and stuff. And then Johnny and Mrs. Bashiri show up and save Chandra. And Burrell retreats to Dovin's Thopter, where Dovin arrests him for sucking. But actually, Dovin arrests him for murder. But he murders people because he sucks. So anyways, Sky Sovereign is flying over the Consulate Tower to protect it. And the Renegades are all like, that is a problem because Sky Sovereign is really powerful and will totally destroy the heart of Kieran during our attack. So we should do something about that. So they get Kari Zev, who's a teenager, to help them. Kari Zev is a pirate, and she's the captain of the airship called the Dragon Smile. She also has a pet monkey whose name is Ravagan. And Jace is also on the ship. And so is Depala, because she's really good at piloting things. Anyways, they need to cause a distraction so that Sky Sovereign will leave its tower. And so Jace creates an illusionary fleet of sky pirates, which is the coolest sentence I have said all week. So Sky Sovereign leads the tower to destroy the fake fleet, but is also trying to destroy the Dragon Smile, so Depala tries to evade it, but she has to stay nearby because Jace has to be in range to sustain the illusion ships. And Sky Sovereign is about to destroy them, but then Kari Zev sees the Sky Whales and she gets an idea, which is to make Sky Sovereign fight the Sky Whales. So she jettisons a bunch of Aether from the ship because Sky Whales like to eat Aether, so the Sky Whales fly over to get it. And just as at the last second, the Dragon Smile dives out of the ways and lets the Sky Whales and Sky Sovereign play the coolest game of chicken ever, and Sky Sovereign explodes in a giant fireball, but actually just gets smashed a bit and makes a crash landing. Either way though, Sky Sovereign is done and the Heart of Kieran can attack the tower. Aboard the Heart of Kieran, the Renegades are preparing for their attack. Rashmi and Saheeli have built a special Thopter called the Hope of Girpur, which has an explosive core. Once the Heart of Kieran reaches the tower, they will send it inside to blow up the planar bridge. Liliana goes in on foot to confront Tezzeret so that he will be distracted and unable to stop the little Thopter that could. There are also a bunch of turrets at the base of the tower, so Pia and Nissa and Ajani launch a ground assault. The ground assault is successful, and Mrs. Bashir brings a box of gremlins, which they release to eat the turrets. Liliana is able to slip into the tower unnoticed and confront Tezzeret. Meanwhile, the Heart of Kieran is almost to the tower when there is an intruder. Dovin Bond planeswalks aboard and sabotages the Hope of Girpur, which is crazy, and you're probably wondering, if planeswalkers can just teleport anywhere whenever they want, why do they do that all the time? And the answer is reasons. Anyways, the Hope of Girpur is super broken. Rashmi and Saheeli can restore its ability to fly, but are unable to repair its explosive payload. So Gideon and Chandra hop inside and fly that crazy little Thopter straight into the tower. Liliana is already there, dueling Tezzeret. Liliana beats Tezzeret and demands that he tells her why he is here and who he is working for. Tezzeret reveals that he's working for Nicol Bolas, and furthermore, Nicol Bolas is on Amonkhet, which is crazy for a number of reasons. You see, Liliana has always been powerful, but a number of years ago she decided she wanted to be super duper powerful, so she decided to make a deal with a bunch of demons. But demons are really tricky creatures to make a deal with, so she got Nicol Bolas to broker the deal. Anyways, Liliana made a pact to 4 different demons that got a bunch of cool power and stuff, and she was really psyched about the being really powerful part, but she was less psyched about the being bound to 4 different demons part, so she decided to hunt down and kill all 4 demons. And so far, she has killed 2 of them, but there are 2 more that are still alive, and those 2 are really hard to kill, which is part of the reason that Liliana decided to join the Gatewatch in the first place. Anyway, demon number 3 is named Razakath, and you guessed it, he lives on Amonkhet. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Liliana is about to kill Tezzeret, because Tezzeret is really just the worst when the little Thopter that could flies into the tower and drops off our favorite meat slab and his little flammable friend. Chandra immediately ignites a giant fireball that blows up the whole room and there's rubble everywhere. When the smoke clears, Tezzeret is gone and the planar bridge is destroyed. But the 3 Gatewatchers are okay. After the battle ends, the consulate surrenders to the Renegades. Pia is appointed to be the new leader of the new consulate. Most of Kaladesh returns to normal. Yahenni gets to have a real penultimate party with a real caterer. Everyone says goodbye to Yahenni before Yahenni returns to Pure Aether. The Gatewatch has a meeting to discuss what to do about Tezzeret and Bolas. They invite Ajani and Saheeli to join them. Saheeli says that she wishes to stay on Kaladesh and see it restored, but Ajani wishes to help the Gatewatch. Ajani takes the oath and becomes the 6th member of the Interplanar Butt Kickers. Ajani reveals to the Gatewatch that he has fought Nicol Bolas before on Alara. Ajani does not believe that heroes have a chance on their own, and advises that they travel the multiverse looking for more allies, then meet up again in a few weeks. The Gatewatcher are like, that's a really good idea, Ajani, which is why as soon as he leaves, they immediately planeswalk to Amonkhet to fight Bolas. And there you have it, folks. That is the end of the Aether Revolt story and the Kaladesh block. What will happen next? Will the Gatewatch find victory against Nicol Bolas? Will Tezzeret be able to build a new planar bridge of his own? Will people stop being complete morons and actually listen to Ajani? We'll find out in Amonkhet. I've been Uncle Jeff. Thanks for watching.